What's up, everybody? And we are back. Welcome to the Dope and Tape Show. Last week I was in Colombia. I thought we would be good to go, but my upload speeds were not good enough to carry a Zoom call. So we had to skip it for a week, and I'm back here in the beautiful United States. I traveled on July 4th, and it felt like it should be against the law to leave the country on July 4th. And it was terrible. And I didn't realize how much I loved that day until I didn't get to have it. It was it was rough. It was rough. And I don't think I'll ever do that again. But today is episode 182. This is something that we have been in, I guess you would say in corporate words, internally speaking about for like a year. And kind of talking about health and wellness. And then we've been trying to get some backing. Finally, Casey got some backing. And then we're going to create a survey that just launched about
Morning.
wellness and health. And as I'm sure every single person listening or watching or here live knows, fire protection is not the very most healthiest, example of people. And we want to change that. I mean, especially Bobby. Look at him in that third screen. I mean, I think the surveys and
What
listening
did
or
you what
watching
did
for
what did you
him,
actually say though? The most healthiest mothers earlier. Continue though. You're right.
yeah, yeah. So Casey, thank you for hanging out with us and coming back on. Thank you for
Yeah, thanks for
pushing
having me
this.
again.
This is something I truly believe in. I think we need and on a company um level too, not really just individual, but to have plans. I've done some individual things with you. You did some like competitions and all that stuff, and then the information that you gave me, I still use to this day. Like I
Really, I
have
put a
it
lot of effort
saved
into
on my
it.
phone. Yeah, I put it on my phone, and it helps me stay healthy. I mainly use it when I travel. I'm like, all right, when I need some like a little bit of guidance, because when you travel, it's so freaking hard to eat
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah. It's really easy to
So
fall into like default like convenience patterns and not like everybody knows what they should be doing. And it's just a matter of the uncomfortability, is that a word? Um,
50. Okay.
of having to go out of your way and put effort into something. People just kind of default to, oh, let
yeah,
me
yeah.
go grab
Or
something
you have
pre-made and not think
your
about it.
or you have like your tendency things. Like normally when I travel, I don't drink. So like NFPA, NFSA, nothing. I drink nothing. And then when I travel for work, I usually drink nothing or I get like soda water with a shot, like 2 ounces of lime juice, and it,
Yep.
is kind of the same
Can
thing.
confirm I witnessed it.
Yeah.
I've witnessed it too.
It's a great move and I really like it. But I have
People.
a guilty pleasure. So at the lounge is typically the bar is open, right?
Mhm.
Um, so if I get there early in the morning, I will have like two or three maybe double Baileys and coffee
You
in the
gotta have a
morning.
breakfast drink when you're
I know, but that's my weakness.
I know.
I Sarah, my wife, she traveled with me on July 4th, right? And then it was early in the morning. I think it was like 7:30, and I was like, you know, and
Vacation.
she witnessed me and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, you're right. It's excessive." It's
This
like-
is.
so much. I shouldn't be doing it. You
Yeah.
should be doing it. So like that's another thing, like accountability when you're in the plans that you have. When you have awareness and there's some accountability, you're making better choices and you're getting healthier.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I kind of noticed that, right? So I know we've talked the last few times I've been on about kind of my background and my experience in fire protection and how I started my own like online nutrition coaching business.
Would you kind of like run through your fire protection and just everything like really, really quick, just
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
cliff
So
notes,
went to school for fire protection, did a 4-year engineering degree, graduated, started as a consulting engineer and did that for about 5 years. Left there, went to a training department for one of the manufacturers here. Worked in their technical training department for 2.5 years. I was also an adjunct professor at the college that I graduated from for their fire protection engineering program for 3 semesters. during that time. And then about 6 years ago, I left the technical training side of life and I came to outside sales for one of the manufacturers. I also have worked with NFPA to help develop some certifications and,
You have the
I was
number,
in,
like the first certification in that
I
certification,
do.
right?
Yeah,
Like
I have one of the number ones, like the certification number one for one of them. Yeah.
that's sick.
Um, which is awesome. I can't let that one lapse. And
Right.
then I like when I was in college, I interned with NFSA and I interned with contractors and I interned with consulting engineers. So I've like seen a little bit of everything in the last 13 years I've been doing this.
Y- I mean, I'm in just wow of what you've done. And every time like I see you pop up on like LinkedIn and I see your long name title, I'm like, geez.
Yeah, my goal is to have like a scroll for a
Yeah.
business card.
You're close. Last thing was what? Your MBA?
Yeah, I just got my MBA 2 years ago.
That's sick. I read
Do
a
not
book.
go to school and work full time because it
Woo!
is brutal.
Should I hit the
Yeah.
air horn again? Sorry, guys, that was probably loud. Let me turn it down a little bit, and then I'll hit
Um,
it. Dun, dun, dun,
That's
dun.
a lot.
it is a lot. Yeah. So then actually when I got done with my MBA, at the time I was also going through getting like a coaching certification for one of the gyms I used to be a member at and was going to start a nutrition program at that gym because they didn't have one. So I put myself through my nutrition coaching certification. And then when I got done with my MBA, I was like, hmm, hmm, what can we do here? So I decided to start the last like year of my MBA. I had a really close friend who I call him like a border collie. He's definitely a working dog where he is like, I already eat clean. I can't put on weight. I'm trying to put on mass. Help. And I was like, all right, let's work. And he was almost too exact to a fault because like Brian, you've worked with me. I'm all about like the leniency and like
Yeah,
meeting
yeah.
your
It's like
life
it's
where it is
okay.
now,
Yeah.
like not prohibiting things, not restricting things, not cutting things out. And he was like, all right, like I'm making 4 pounds of rice and 12 pounds of chicken. And, I don't really eat vegetables. And he would literally eat the same thing for like, this dude had to eat so much food to like
That sounds like
get
when
to
I was
where he
studying.
wanted to be.
Yeah.
He was eating the same thing like 3 times a day. And
That's
he's like,
so
no, this is
hard.
cool. And I'm like, no, 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 we also need variety. Like it's not just hitting about like your numbers, like you
Right.
also need your veggies and your vitamins and all of the things, which like eat some color, like let's throw some fruits and veg in there. And he was like, I use strawberry protein. I'm like, no. Mm, okay. Um, so kind of looking at it, obviously now having this like dual perspective, and being as involved in the industry that I am, it's kind of really easy to notice a trend, right? Like you kind of talked about it. Our industry is just run amok with overindulgence,
Well,
convenience, just excessive in all regards, right?
it's our
But
image.
it is, but it's not just us, it's construction in general, right? So I mean, a lot of times you talk about like industry events. How many times do we go to industry events and people are closing the bar under the guise of networking? Like, yeah, it's
Oh
cool to
no,
catch up with
every time.
every time. It's cool to catch up with people that you haven't seen in a year. And yeah, alcohol is a social lubricant. I
Yeah.
completely get it. People probably have a little bit of FOMO. Completely get it. But like you were saying, like Bobby and I give you shit. We can curse on here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Bobby and
whatever.
I give you shit for your soda water and lime, but like if anybody walked by and saw that, they would be none the wiser. They'd be like, oh,
I have
Brian's
no
having a
idea.
and no one gives you shit if you're not drinking. So like that's our own internal fuck up,
Yeah.
right?
And so
I
normally,
blend right in.
for example, if I'm at a show, right, and there's an
Mhm.
open bar, I'll find out where I'm mainly gonna be hanging out, and I get that bartender. I give him a 20 because I'm not paying for
Mhm.
anything, and I'd tell him,
Right.
hey, give me something that looks like something. Every
Yeah.
time I come, just give me something that looks like something. And then
Yeah.
they have no idea, and I'm sober, and then I'm out. See you in the morning.
Yeah, you're real good at that Irish goodbye.
No, I said bye. I said bye.
I know you did. And then
In
you left me on my
Nashville?
own to eat all that fudge.
Oh, dude, you got a lot. Talk about leniency.
Florencio says, "Is the survey is available?"
The
Yes, it
survey's out. Yeah, it
is. The
launched this
survey
morning.
is out.
It's
Don't
on.
leave now and go do it. It's gonna take you. Casey said it would take 10 minutes. I've been working on it for.
Bobby.
Bobby gets distracted, you know? It's like a bird dog seeing a squirrel run up a tree.
No,
It
because
is.
at least a bird dog fucking points
Yeah.
and locks on. Bobby's like, oh, squirrel.
The fire
Yeah.
sprinkler
Like the
guy's
rescue
here.
dog that
Yo, what
nobody
up?
wanted.
So
Yeah.
there's a new thing that YouTube is doing apparently because I'm looking at it and it's rating the viewer.
What?
It's rating the viewer
Does
per.
it show what kind
I
of categories of videos they watch?
no. It's showing who's our number one supporter by how much
Oh, that's cool.
by how much they're commenting.
Oh, wow.
So
Cool.
if you guys do want the link to the survey, the easiest way to do it is to go to my website,
And that
your
is
nutrition page, paige.com. In the
boom.
menu, there is tools down, wellness up. Go to that page. There's a giant button right at the top that says take the survey now.
After
You
the
can
show.
also go to any of our Instagram stories
Yeah,
and then
any
click
of our
through it and
Instagram
get to the
stories.
link. That's
Yeah.
exactly after this. I'm gonna
You
be
guys have seen it. You just been
going to go.
clicking. You've been clicking right by it. Oh yeah, we know we got 7 viewers. We should have 7 likes. Let me hit the refresh button.
But yeah,
Bastards.
so just to kind of go back to why I thought this was a good idea and kind of brought you guys in. We skip meals. We run on a little bit of sleep. People kind of normalize the grind. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be completely honest and call people out. There's people in this industry that think this is fucking stupid. They're like, this is making everybody soft. You're all a bunch of fucking sissies. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah. Keep
Have
smoking
fun
your
kicking the
cigarettes
bucket
and
after you retire. Have
yeah.
fun like not being able to put your fucking boots on in 5 years.
Yeah,
Be able to play
taking
with your kids or your
that.
grandkids.
Now
Yeah, like
we got 4
since
likes.
when did taking care of yourself
What's up, big
make
country?
you any less of a person?
Right.
It didn't.
Right? Like it goes outside of this industry, right? Like to your point, Brian, like you want to be able to run with your kids. If you have grandkids, like you want to be able to play with them. I've spoken to people in this industry that had eye-opening moments of they were like, I can't run and play with the kids in my family. I get winded. I'm like, okay, time to make a change. Like, let's fucking do it. Let's go. I'm here.
Put in the work.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not me saying you all are all pieces of shit. You're all fat. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying let's make the small changes and let's start the conversation because the fact of the matter is it's something we're all aware of and it's something that businesses are aware of, right? And how can we get the support the industry needs, not to change everything and make everybody all these elite athletes, but hey, like maybe if you don't want to do this, we're going to normalize it instead of being the bullies. Right? Because the other thing we look at in this survey is mental health. And if people feel they're supported and if their work mental or negatively impacts their mental health, right? Unfortunately, there's still a very old school versus new school mindset in the construction trades in general, right? Saying overall, and obviously we are just focusing on fire protection. The problem is squeaky wheel always gets the grease, right? So the old timers or the people that are very stuck in their ways and not open-minded are the ones that are going to be the loudest. And if they think that speaking up or changing something is going to make you soft, Brian, if you were getting chastised by guys you worked with, like, are you going to go talk to your boss about something?
No.
Or are you going to like speak up and say something? Because now the guys are going to ride your ass nonstop and you're probably not going to fit in with the crew.
You got to handle it yourself.
You got to handle it yourself. Where's the support in that? Where is the longevity in that, right?
There's not.
So
Yeah.
NIOSH also does an annual survey. They call it the Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System. Okay. BRFSS. Every time I see it, I think of like barfs
Yeah.
or like burf.
Yeah.
Every year they put out this survey, and it surveys a bunch of different like trades. But when you filter it down, you can go to construction, and it talks about construction in general. And I don't know if, let me see if I can find it on my computer, because I pulled up some information to kind of, so for everybody that doesn't know, we did get a grant to run this survey. So I had to like do a presentation on it. And there was some really outstanding information in this, in that the construction trades in general, when you look at where we fall comparatively to the overall results, we are above the average in construction in general.
We the
So,
best music.
no, not above good, above bad.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. So when we look at, and I just found the presentation, so bear with me. When we look at some of the data points, where's my notes? Stand by.
All right, so we got Alexander Carrera. Hey, Dope and Tape and Casey, love y'all. Keep up the great work. We should hear you talk about caffeine intake. Bobby, you should start modeling for Bang Energy. Yo, email him. Tell him to send me some shit.
So caffeine is in there. Caffeine,
I tread lightly on caffeine. I try to just do like 600 milligrams a day.
That's
You know?
ridiculous. You know, the norm for like pre-workout, I cut my thumb today cooking. But the norm now is like 400 milligrams. It's crazy.
all right, here it is. So on top of like just looking at things like, do you currently have asthma? Have you ever been diagnosed with asthma? Do you have cancer other than skin cancer? COPD? Have you ever had a stroke, heart attack, or something like that? Depression, diabetes, high blood cholesterol, hypertension, kidney disease, arthritis, binge drinking, heavy drinking, current smoker? Do you wear your seatbelt? Inadequate sleep, no leisure time or physical activity, obesity, class 3 in obesity. Like there's like 2 levels of obesity that it looks at. But what I thought was really eye-opening when I started really digging into this is when you look at, they also do something called the NOMS statistics. So it's the National Occupational Mortality Surveillance. And essentially what they do is they evaluate the size and the extent of disease mortality in association with occupations and industry settings. So essentially what they do is when someone dies, they provide data about how this person died and what they did for an occupation, that can kind of help opportunities for prevention and further study. And what was absolutely astounding is if we're using 100 as like the average across, in construction alone, and now this data is from 2020 to 2023, in construction alone, chronic liver disease and cirrhosis in construction, with 100 being the average, construction rated 116. So we were higher, which means we're worse. Lower respiratory disease, we rated a 122. Diabetes, we were an 86. So like, I guess go us.
Silica and whiskey.
Major cardiovascular disease, we were right on par, right on average. Intentional self-harm, we were at 115.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
for everybody that says like this isn't a problem and suck it up, you're fine, we're not fine. So my goal with the survey, and I have to say you guys have been incredible supporters of it, and huge to help me even get this out. And I really do appreciate you letting me use your platform to kind of advance it, right? And I'm very appreciative that you guys back it as much as you do. we have to see where our industry falls in comparison to this. Now, obviously, I can't do my own mortality survey. And I think that's incredibly morbid because once you're dead, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Mhm.
But if we look at the data that NIOSH does every year and kind of develop our own survey to see where we fall, ultimately, we want to be better than the national average for construction in general and like pat ourselves on the back, be like, cool, whatever we're doing, even though it can be perceived as maybe not great, right? Because there's always room to make improvement. If we're less than that average, cool. But if we're greater than that average, we've got a serious problem on our hands because at the end of the day, there's a looming workforce shift, right? There is a large percent of our industry that is set to retire in the next 5 to 10 years. How many people,
Or
Brian,
yeah,
how many customers have you gone into that are like, I need help? Do you know of anybody? Do you know of
well,
any designers?
everyone,
I need fitters. Like you talk to,
everybody.
yeah, everybody. You talk to some union shops and they're like, there's nobody left on the bench to pull,
Bobby talked about that for a long time.
I
right?
tell there's opportunity everywhere. You're not stuck.
And the problem is, and it's multifaceted, right? Like we could get on our soapbox of like a political, social, whatever thing of the trades weren't promoted and the trades were looked down on, whatever, 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 right? And I think that's starting to shift because people recognize like, hey, we need tradespeople. Because at the end of the day, AI is only going to do so much. Like we still need boots on the ground. We still need people like that are good with their hands. To add on to that, the next generation, right? So whatever fucking gen we're on, Gen Next, we're gonna call it. Um, they're not as into drinking.
No.
And they're very much, I mean, you see it, okay, pause. You see the shift to with even our generation, all of association, I'm not going to say all, a lot of association chapters, not just in our industry, all over. I've spoken to people in other industries, are starting to have a problem with attendance because gone are the days of the guys wanting to avoid going home.
Mm,
Mm.
People
Hmm.
prefer that work-life balance now, right?
that's
And
yeah.
unfortunately, construction and our industry is very reactive. We're not very proactive. And we get stuck in that old school mentality of this is the way it's always been done. Y'all are lesser than if you think otherwise. And that's what it is. But association chapters are struggling to get attendance. We're struggling to get people into the industry because, hey, I want to work like balance. I have to wake up at 4:30 tomorrow to drive 2.5 hours in traffic. I'm not trying to do that, but I have to, right? You don't want the people, the next generation doesn't want to wake up at 3 a.m. to drive to a job site and work in 105-degree heat and 100% humidity and
Oh,
get
that
their
sounds
balls
lovely.
busted all day,
That sounds so good.
right? And get stuck in a fucking attic.
I have to pay like $40 to park and like
Yeah.
$35 for breakfast.
Like
Oh
the next
man.
generation doesn't want to do that.
No.
So, how can we, as an industry that tends to be really reactive, be proactive to not only market our industry and make it more known, but change the culture so that it's more attractive, work-life balance, mental health support, um, everything, right? Like nutrition support if they want it, right? I'm not saying like everybody pack your veggies for lunch and we need to sit around and like stretch in the morning. Like, no, make a couple more smart choices and drink a little bit more water and maybe get an hour or two more sleep. And you know what? Maybe going for a walk or like hitting the gym once a week would be cool. Small changes, right? But how can we as an industry support that and make it so people don't feel lesser than? Um, so at the end of the day, the entire intent of this survey, as I'm on my soapbox, is to kind of attack all of those things, right? Let's get the data collection. Let's see where we fall. We would love to be better than everybody else, right? Because we're fire protection. We are competitive and we want to be better than everybody. Um, and if we're not, let's start the conversation. Start it. And then the goal is obviously to present at the national conventions next year to
Yeah.
really um, drive that conversation,
What's up,
right?
Quinn?
Because it's something that I think, like I mentioned, everybody is aware of, but it's kind of one of those like elephants in the room, and it's not directly impacting everybody yet, but it's going to. So,
Not drinking, but definitely THC and lots of it. Nothing wrong with that. All right, I see we should have 11 likes. I'm gonna refresh right here because there's 11 of you in here, and I know all you guys hit the like button, right? Where am I looking? I'm looking right here. Okay, it's a lot going on.
so
Refresh.
for the people that are interested in the survey, I mean, we've already had, I sent out the newsletter this morning with the link. I know you guys opened it. I see who opens it. I also see who unsubscribes, Brian.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So newsletter went out this morning at like 5:45. And then I updated the website this morning so that the link is on
And
there.
Brian unsubscribed at 5:46.
And then I also posted it on LinkedIn at like 6 a.m. So the link is live. It is out there. It is completely anonymous because another pushback that I had gotten is that, oh, well, things aren't completely anonymous. This information goes somewhere and someone will see it. Yeah, you know who that someone is? It's me. But I made sure to make it completely anonymous. You do not have to put in your name. You do not have to put in your email address. And if I knew how to track IP addresses, I wouldn't even be able to. So it takes 10 minutes, unless you're Bobby, and then it takes like 10 business days. It's
I'm busy.
40,
I'm busy.
It's 46 questions, 45, 46 questions, with one of them being, hey, if you want to provide your name and email address, we're going to throw your name in a raffle because our lovely hosts have offered to raffle off a Milwaukee tool, yet to be determined.
Yeah.
And I'm also raffling off a month of nutrition coaching. So again, that question is completely optional. You can skip it. You can put your name in, and then the survey closes on October 18th. So we're going to run it through the summer, and we're going to close it at the end of the AFSA convention, because hopefully we can like kind of push it a little bit more while we're there. Some questions we ask, and they're all multiple choice because I know that when I get surveys, I'm not doing any of that short answer bullshit. So everything is multiple choice or sliders or like rate, right? So what and how are we eating? What's our hydration like? What's our caffeine intake like? How are we sleeping? What's our stress like? Are we substance users and abusers? What's our mental health? And how long do we think we can maintain our capacity in our current role without it starting to negatively impact our health? And again, they're all subjective, right? There's nothing in here that I can really correlate. This isn't a correlation survey, but like maybe there's a phase 2 that would happen. So like I said, it's 10 minutes, completely anonymous. If you are following us on Instagram, check out any of our stories. The link is in there. You can check me out on my page on Instagram is at Your Nutrition Page, PAIGE. My website is yournutritionpage.com. You can kind of navigate around there and find the web page, in the menu, tools down, wellness up. That's where the survey can be found. If you're on LinkedIn and follow us, it's on there. And if you pre-registered, which guys, we had like, I'm not even kidding you. We had like 60 or 70 people pre-register. Do you know how exciting
Holy
that is?
crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Incredible. It was awesome. So, we kind of did a newsletter push for the last 3 weeks, every Sunday being like, hey, you're pre-registered. I didn't forget about you. Make sure you forward this on to your friends. And then every week when I got new pre-registrants, another newsletter went out. Hey, don't forget, this is what it's about. Log into Dope and Tape on the 17th when it launches. I plugged you guys, don't you worry. And I even included a link in this morning's newsletter straight to your YouTube channel.
Woo, thank you.
You're very welcome. So, yeah, like 70 people pre-registered. We only had like a 40% open rate this morning, but it's a work day. I get it. But yeah, we've already had a huge number of respondents. I would love to get 500.
That would be awesome.
I
And
think
yeah,
500 would be great. If I got 1,000, I would fucking cry.
if
Oh,
we
we'll
get
get.
big
Come
numbers
on,
like that,
500.
the odds of us being able to present this at a national show goes up a lot.
Exponentially.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it in the Discord.
I also, if you're part of the Discord, I gave everybody exclusive access a day early to the survey
Ooh.
yesterday, which like you missed the boat now because now everybody can see it. However,
Yeah.
that's just more reason to join the Discord.
And they're like,
Discord's
"What is?"
awesome.
They're like, "What is Discord?" And Discord is an app you can get in your App Store, Apple App Store, or Google Play, and you download Discord. You make an account, quick and easy, with your email, and then you join the Dope and Tape community. There's 168 members. We got Sprinkler Talk, on-site pics and videos, community updates. Apprentice can ask questions. And we'll always post every time we go live. We update the community. We're going live. I'm posting the link in right there, so you can see. I posted a link directly to the survey. Tools down,
That's right.
wellness up. So if you
Yeah.
guys could do that, we really appreciate it.
And the other thing that I would just ask of everybody is if you do take the survey and you find value in it and it's something that you truly, truly believe in, please, please tell your coworkers, tell your crew, tell your colleagues, tell your friends, anybody in the industry, like push it out to them. It takes 10 minutes. Even if they don't agree with it, like what's the fucking harm? That's
Right.
10
Yeah.
minutes of your life and you might
It's a 10-minute
win
survey.
something.
It's a 10-minute
Like,
survey, you know, and they say, oh, it was an industry study. You could be a part of that. Oh, Chandler Reyes is the #1. What does it say? Top fans. Chandler Reyes takes the #1 spot. I kind of like that thing.
and also, if
That's cool.
anybody wants a Changes Made Simple Tumblr, you can get those
Ooh,
on my website too.
love it.
That's cool.
Yeah. I lost my cup this morning, so I just got my Westgate
Sounds
cup.
like Bobby needs a Tumblr.
I've had this thing for like, I don't know how many years.
You got enough. Is that you on a sticker?
Yeah, that's me on a sticker. And then this is me and Bobby on a sticker.
That's cute.
Yeah.
You guys are so adorable.
Yeah, he put it on his iPad, and he put my face right on the crevice. And so the sticker broke right where my
I
face is.
couldn't put it on
Prick.
my face, so
I think it's the number because you're commenting. You've commented now more than Florencio. Florencio's fallen off now as he's #2.
Told you we're competitive.
Dang. Yeah, we really are. That's what I mean. So some of these guys might take this like, oh, well, we got to make sure like, what you want to be under 100, they might want to be like 200. They're like, we're going to the bar.
Fuckers. I know. The other thing is too I do send out weekly newsletters every Tuesday night. Brian would be able to tell you if he actually opened them.
I resubscribed. Back in.
But if you do subscribe, you will get my weekly newsletter. I don't spam you. It's once a week, and they're like quick 2 to 5 minute reads of just like, hey, let's think about mindset shifts, or like, hey, this is how I would navigate going out to a restaurant, or this is how I would navigate like summer barbecues. Like if it's something you're really worried about and you catch yourself like just mindlessly snacking and whatever, like drinking to excess, or like, hey, how can I incorporate exercise without it feeling like a chore? Like, I even think one of my newsletters coming up, I talk about poop. Like, because
Right.
if you're not eating well, you're not going to be regular. And guess
Right.
what, guys? Like, liquid poop isn't normal every day. So, like,
No.
if you think that's normal, we have bigger fish to fry.
Right.
So, like, as a nutrition coach, like, no topic is off limits. Because the more information you give me, that tells me what is actually going on with you. And I hate using the term just nutrition coach because it's so much more than that, right? We look at it in a multi, I hate using the term multifaceted again, but like a multifaceted example, like biologically, physically, socially, emotionally, environmentally. Like sometimes the environment you're in just doesn't attribute to being able to sustain things, right? If you don't have the support or like the relationship structure, like you're going to struggle. If you've got something medically going on, you're going to struggle, right? So we try to balance all of those, right? Are you happy? Are you hungry? Are you horny? If those three are on par, then like you're doing pretty good. Those are your three metrics.
The three
And I
H's.
can't take credit for that when I heard that from another nutrition coach that's like very well known. But it makes sense.
It's a
No,
good
it
one.
does.
Three H's.
Triple H. We might be able to do that, Chandler. Chandler wants the R&D a recessed head wrench, so I think he's talking about the universal,
The
adjustable,
socket or the wrench.
concealed. I don't know if I'm gonna send you a whole steady Eddie, kid. You might have to. We need a special
What would
video.
you say? All right, you get 500, 1,000 people involved in this. We get to be able to speak at the national shows. What is the next step for people? I mean, obviously they're going to support you to this, which is a huge thing, and I think obviously we focus on that first. But
Yeah.
I would imagine it would be programs rolled out to companies, right?
Yes, I guess. I'm not looking to market it for me. That would be selfish. I'm
Yeah,
not looking. If I make money off of it, dope, right? But that's not the goal. I'm an industry person. So whether a business owner takes this data, takes the conversation and says, "All right, I know my guys, I know my crew, I know my business, I know what they're struggling with, what their biggest issues are, like what can I do now and what resources can I look for to support my guys or my crew, right?" Because it's not going to be a blanket fit. Just
yeah,
like when I coach people, I don't give everybody the same prescribed thing.
right.
Everybody's different. So it's really to start that conversation. And then it's really just a think tank. Like, hey, this is a problem. It's going to be a problem if it's not already. Like, what are you going to do about it? Because we're talking about it. And now here's the data to back it up. Because a lot of people are fact driven, right?
Mm-hmm.
A
I
lot of people
definitely.
will make blanket statements. And I think we're all guilty of it. Like, oh, well, everybody does it this way, or and you okay, where'd you learn that? Do you have numbers to back it up? Well, no. Okay, well, let's dig into the facts. Like I said, we might see that we're actually not as bad off as we think we are. I don't think that's going to be the case, though,
Hopefully. I want to see
unfortunately.
how beneficial the 2 ounces of lime juice is.
I
What
don't know. How
citrus
as
do you
beneficial as
include
the
with your
two
soda water?
C4s a day?
Hmm?
Oh, dude, it's my veins going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will tell you right now,
Yeah.
with the data, and I ran some numbers before um we hopped on. Right now, with the people that have responded, 60% say they're overweight. 60% in a physically demanding job that you probably aren't fueling yourself properly. You're probably dehydrated and you're outside in the heat or in the cold. That's not good for you.
Yeah, well, some people, that's just how they've always been, or they've done it for so long, they don't remember how they were when they were
They
healthy
don't,
and doing it.
I mean, prime example, I'm not sitting here to preach, right? At one point, I was very active through high school and college. I was super fit. After I graduated, I put on a lot of weight. I had to lose 35 plus pounds. Guys, I'm 5'1". When I go from 119 to 151 and not a lot of muscle, that's a problem. And I had to learn how to combat that and what worked for me. And
Regulate. You got to regulate the intake.
yeah. And you know what's
C4 is
wild?
the problem. All right.
You know what's
Ba
wild is when
banned.
you eat shit, you crave shit,
Yeah.
right? So I went away last weekend, went to visit a friend, like didn't really think about my diet because like when I'm visiting people, like I'm not going to be that person that makes them change the way they eat just for me. I will make the best choices I can with what is presented to me. And I gorged myself, guys, on pizza rolls and Oreos.
Ooh.
Oh, those are good choices, though.
So
Man,
fucking
those
good.
are freaking good. So good.
So double stuff
Yeah.
too, like not the bullshit regular Oreo.
Yeah.
The good ones. This is coming
But do
from
you
lettuce.
know
This is
how
coming from lettuce wrap guy too.
do you know how
Oh yeah. Yeah. So when we were at
Ev-
NFPA,
everywhere we
everywhere,
go, like your buddy gets a burger, 2 burgers. Can I get
2 burgers.
you want to? Can you keep the bun? Yeah, just wrap it in lettuce. And they're like, everybody's like,
But
everybody's
two
like,
burgers.
everybody's like, yeah, we could do that. It's not like that they do it all the time, but they will do it, and they like walk away. They're like weirdo. And he's just got like
when
it's just lettuce in the. Might as well
yeah,
just get a
so
fork. No, it's all right.
I mean I don't eat like that regularly.
I'm just
So do you know how wrecked I was for days
after the Oreos.
after the Oreos? Fucking wrecked. Didn't have a single vegetable, barely drank water, drank, gorged myself on pizza rolls when they came right out of the air fryer. So I was
Yeah.
and Oreos, right?
Damn, that is. I'm
I
hungry.
felt, I mean, it was delicious.
I mean, you're living
Yeah.
your life right there, you know?
It was
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
that is great.
But I felt like shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how did I used to eat like the highly processed stuff regularly? Maybe not to that extent. We all have our faults. Um, but how did I do that regularly? Because now, like, and I think we've had this conversation before, Brian, like, even after one drink, I'm just like, I
Yeah.
don't, I'll do it because, like, FOMO, right?
Hmm.
Again, all have our
Mm.
faults, but
I never did that.
I don't feel, I don't feel great.
I never achieved the one drink.
Yeah, it's tough.
That was my problem
That is tough.
because it was always like 3 a.m. I was gonna go for one drink, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit.
My time during my drinking, I would do 2 shots of whiskey and then I start drinking the beer.
Oh, I can't drink beer. It wrecks me.
Because I would want to like get it started, you know, and beer takes too long.
Narcy, what up? Protein style for a
tastes
wrapped lettuce cheeseburger in Cali. What, Chandler? Protein style?
So some other stats that have come through already. 70% only rate their mental health as fair or good.
Yeah.
Nobody has said great. 32% say they eat fast food on the job.
Yeah, what else are they gonna eat? They get 12 minutes.
Mhm.
I mean, so
Only
back up. Yeah.
56% of people eat 2 meals a day. 64% don't eat breakfast. Like when you look at that, that's not a lifestyle. That's letting work dictate your life.
Yeah.
That's just the job site. What do you do on the weekends then? Because you don't have a routine. What are you going to gravitate to?
That morning fast.
Yep.
Chandler's talking about In-N-Out. Chandler don't even know what he's talking about, but somehow he's number one, baby.
So I would when I was a pipe fitter, let's see, I went professional in boxing. I think I was like 19 to around to 21, and I would go hang pipe. Well, I would get up early in the morning, go run, go hang pipe, and then I would go to the boxing gym and train.
Mm-hmm.
But like my meals were typically when I'm not cutting weight for a fight, there would be cold chicken and some vegetables and some rice or
Mm-hmm.
sweet potatoes. And
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much what I had every day. And it was just cold. And then the worst, and it was terrible. And I don't wish this on anybody. When I was cutting weight, my trainer had me change the chicken and the steak and all that stuff to fish. So then it was like cold fucking fish in the truck, and it was terrible.
Ew,
Horrible.
that's terrible.
Horrible. So I
Well,
don't
here's the
ever
prime
recommend anybody doing that. But with the fish, but with the chicken and the steak and everything, if you get
Yeah.
past it
Do
being
you know
cold,
how easy it
you're all
is
right.
to go to a grocery store and pick up a rotisserie chicken?
Yeah.
Really
It's as
easy.
easy as going to the grocery store and picking up a rotisserie chicken as it is going to the gas station and picking up a protein bar.
Or
Takes the
pizza.
same amount of time. Prime example, the other day,
But then wait, you eat the whole rotisserie chicken?
I could smash a rotisserie
Oh
chicken.
Is
yeah,
that
I do.
is that what you're saying though, or
I
No, but
destroy
now
it.
you've got
oh
fucking 3 meals.
no, I'm just gonna grab a fork, take it back to the job, and eat that whole damn thing.
Yeah. And you could, because guess
I've
what? You
done
guys
it.
are moving enough, and you probably didn't have enough protein for breakfast
Grab a couple hard
because you're
boiled
not eating
eggs.
breakfast,
Whew. Yeah,
right?
C4 is breakfast.
So here's my prime example is
Wouldn't have been.
the other day I was going to the gym and I needed like a quick carb before the gym, and I didn't have anything at home. And all I had was I was like, okay, well, I can like find something in the cabinet that's like easy, maybe like a bar or whatever. And then I was like, no, you know what? Like, I'll just stop on the way. And I'm like, all right, where can I stop? My mind immediately went to like Dunkin'. And I'm like, no, what are you doing? And then I was like, okay, I'll go to the grocery or I'll go to like the convenience store inside of the grocery store and grab something there. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I literally just walked into the produce section, grabbed a container of pre-cut fruit. And I was like,
Boom.
it's the same fucking thing. It took me just as long to go into the grocery store and get a pre-cut thing of fruit that I didn't even have a fork. I'm like driving with an elbow and like popping it into my face. Like it's just rewiring your brain to think because everybody just thinks you can't eat well on the go. Like it doesn't mean you have to have this like intricate meal. Like
Hard boiled eggs.
go hard-boiled eggs, rotisserie chicken, yogurt cups, fruit. Have a fucking
Yeah.
bunch of bananas in your truck.
Hey guys, eat if you are gonna go to the gym after working all day, eat something before you go train. For
And you don't
sure.
have to like kick yourself into the dirt at the gym. We're not saying high intensity because hell, everybody is active on the job.
Yeah.
You're lugging pipe, you're on your feet all day. Like I get it. The gym is the last thing you want to do. But if you start that routine, like the gym isn't punishment, it's something you get to do. It's something that helps you in the long term. Like the job beats your body up, let's be honest.
Yeah, it does.
You want to be able to have the muscle and the mobility to be able to sit down on the fucking toilet and stand up on your own without sounding like a creaky wooden house when you're 42. Right? Like you want to be able, yeah, you want to be able to like open a cabinet and put something above it and like take it out without like a second thought. Like stairs. What if you fall down? Right? How many people have we watched like you're how old and you can't get off the ground without like leaning on things? Like that's what
Mhm.
the gym's about. You should be
Being able to
grateful that your
support
body can
being able to
still
support your
move.
own body weight.
Yeah.
Narcy says, "Wait, my mental health is great and I make my own lunch every day. Is that not normal?" No, dude, that is not normal.
What's your problem?
He
But like
says
good for fucking you.
he says
That's great.
energy drinks and gas station wedges are the breakfast of champs.
And I mean, like, there's some people we're not going to change their mind. What is going on at Brian's?
I don't know.
Not going to change their mind, and that's
Sarah's
okay.
got him. Sarah's got him searching for something behind him.
The remote control?
Close the door.
Gosh, trying to run a show here, kid.
I'm gonna freaking
This
kill him all.
amateur hour?
Gosh. Get out of here. All right, sorry.
Yo, he's
Sorry.
been picking for something behind you for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's trying to go to the gym, so he put it in his wrestling shirt, and his wrestling shirt's like ripped a little bit here, and then the girls are giving him hell about not going to the gym with a ripped shirt, and he's like, "I'm gonna be fine. I'm going to the gym. I'm just going to the gym," and
Not a
it's a
fashion
whole
show.
thing, and then they sent him back in here, and then he couldn't find his shoe, and like, dude, we're done in like 9 minutes. Like, stay
Yeah.
out of my room.
Yeah.
God.
What's with yeah, it's is this typical gym time?
For him, it is. Yeah,
Oh.
he likes to go at night, which is weird because I'm there at 5 a.m. I want to get there, I want to get it done, and then after work, I want to relax.
I'm an
So
afternooner after
yeah,
work.
you are. Yeah, I like to get up at 4:30. My nothing's going on in my phone. I usually have at the minimum, I have a banana. Usually like 90% of the time, I have overnight oats
Mm-hmm.
that I make. So I just get like a little bit, I get some fruit, put it in there, eat that, and
Perfect.
then yeah, I have my latte, or if I'm tired, I have a pre-workout. I try to make sure my pre-workout's natural caffeine and not artificial. And then yeah, I'm at the gym at like 5. I do my pull-ups, try to do 100, and then get on my workout and get home and shower and
Yeah,
get to
start your
work.
day. I can't
Yeah.
do the mornings. I need a full day of eating behind me.
Mm.
But I mean, so at the end of the day, like, and I know we're wrapping up here. We're not here to like fix the trade. Like, it would be cool, right? We want to start the conversation. We want to just like understand it, right? How does stress hit you after work? Why is recovery non-existent? Like, so far, the way people recover from physically demanding work,
Just drink.
a lot of substance
Yeah.
abuse, um, hanging out with friends, which is great. That's that social aspect that I was talking about. Um, but not a single person like go outside and get into nature, right? Go do a hobby. Do your old lady hobby like I do, my crocheting. Um, like do something, right? Like do something outside of work that I use this all the time, fills your emotional fuel tank. Because if your emotional fuel tank is just depleted and you are not filling it, you're gonna snap. You're not gonna be a happy person.
You're
And
not
that's
supposed to just snap daily and get that out.
no, because that means you're on zero,
I remember
right?
being an apprentice and being broke so that all I could get was some fruit and eggs instead of buying cheap food that would give me a bad case of the mud butt.
Right. And Lord
Uh,
knows in this heat, nobody wants mud butt in a porta potty.
No.
Gosh.
no. No, no. Most set with the blue collar sauna. Doing number 2 in there. Try to hold that if you can. That's why. So then you get a 15-minute coffee break, and you got to use that to like go to McDonald's and do your number 2 because you can't go in the blue collar sauna, you know. So then they got like 4 minutes to eat their double cheeseburger. It's not a lot of time.
Let's see if we've gotten any more responses while we've been doing this. I know I've gotten some subscribers. So if you subscribed, but you meant to take the survey, go take the survey. We've got more now. We've got like 4 more than we did before.
Woo! And I sent the link. You guys are gonna click the link after the show, and you can all do it. And whatever Chandler's saying about go looking up that, we're not gonna go look up that. We're gonna go look up what I'm telling you to look up. Get out of here, Chandler. Can somebody else comment more than him so he's not number 1? Where's Florencio?
Yeah. So if you haven't taken the survey, yournutritionpage.com menu, go to tools down wellness up. You can grab the link there. Bobby's posted the link. It's all over our Instagram pages. It's in the Discord. Can't say you don't know where to find it.
I just posted it again.
Perfect.
Look up
Yeah,
what I'm
and
telling you to look
tell
up, not
everybody,
Chandler.
right? Get people to respond. It runs through October, but when you put a survey out, you can expect to get most of the responses in the first week it's launched. So
Oh.
after this first week, we're going to know kind of where we stand. So if we don't get everybody to respond, expect us to spam the hell out of everyone in the next 3 months. So if you did subscribe and you didn't mean to, just shoot me a message off my website or something. I can take you off the list, or just wait for the next newsletter to come out and hit unsubscribe. If you don't know where to find that, you can ask Brian. He's really good at finding that button. Otherwise, though, like
did you
I really
unsubscribe on the Dope and Tape or on your personal?
On my personal,
Which one?
right? Wasn't it personal?
one of his 7 email addresses.
How,
Yeah, I got a lot.
every time there's a show, how many emails do you get, Bri?
I get 3 emails, but I do have about 4 or no, I have 5 I have 5 email addresses from like
Kid,
other businesses, and then I have
kids
2
got
personal ones, and then
3
work.
emails that are saved. So every time we do a show, I send the link. I copy all 3 of your emails. I never know
Well,
which
it
one
just
you're trying to
depends
click.
on which it helps because it depends on which profile I'm in on my computer. So I can just go straight to it. I don't have to switch profiles and go to Gmail.
Told
One
you.
couple clicks,
Yeah,
man. Saving you those clicks. That's what I'm here. That's what I'm here for.
I appreciate it.
All right, hold on. Let me check the likes real quick. See how these people are hooking us up here.
We're almost at
Oh,
1,600
11
subscribers.
likes. Let's go. You guys
We're
did
getting
like
on
it.
average around 35 to 40 new subscribers every month, which I think is huge.
That's
Are you?
wild.
Yeah, in
That's
Yeah.
so
fire
good.
protection, in our small little industry.
Yeah. So make sure if you're not already like and subscribe, you do the thing down there, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
you do the
Like and
thing down
subscribe.
there.
Perfect.
And like I said, if you go to my website and you want to subscribe and get those newsletters, check them out, see what they're all about. Yournutritionpage.com.
Yeah.
PAIGE, because we love
PIG.
fun.
Yep. And I posted it in the comments so you guys can click it. And what do we got next Thursday? Well, we have a couple minutes remaining.
We
Next
could be
Thursday.
together next Thursday.
Let's get
That's
together.
true. Oh no, you're flying out.
No, I'm flying out on Friday.
I'll be back
Okay.
Thursday.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
that might work.
That might work. Frank's
Who
gonna
are
have
you
to leave me
gonna
the
see?
Frank's gonna have to leave me the keys live from the warehouse. I'm giving shit away.
Yeah.
Inventory blowout.
Everybody, really appreciate you watching.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate the support. Be sure word of mouth is the
182,
greatest asset. So
182
spread the
episodes
word.
is
Yeah.
pretty crazy. I didn't know that. We had no idea what to expect when we first started this, and now here we are, 182 episodes. That's at least 182 hours of conversation with fire protection professionals from all around the world. If you'd like to be on the show, you can reach out. You can comment now. Reach out on Instagram. You can email us at dopeandtape@gmail.com. We'd love to talk to you. And we can't wait to see you guys next Thursday.
That's right. And look, if you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna go on the show, I don't know what I'm gonna say, which is normally the answer I get when I invite people. We just want to hear your story. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to have a reason to come on. Like Casey has a mission, a vision, right? But if you don't have it, tell your story. Everybody's
Yeah.
different, and we
Uh,
can get into it. And I want to hear it. Bobby wants to hear it. Everybody else.
our
So if you
community
think,
wants
oh,
to
it's not
hear
that
how you got into
interesting,
the
it is.
industry. Yeah.
It is
Yep.
interesting.
Also, what's really cool is this industry has major outreach. We've gotten a respondent for the survey from Asia. So if that goes to show you how the reach that these guys have,
That's pretty cool.
pretty
Asia.
fucking
That
cool.
is cool.
Yeah.
Dang. And yeah, there's opportunity everywhere. Don't pass it up. Dope and Tape.